Hey guys, so this is going to be my loot display of everything I got on my latest trip to Tokyo. Most of this was purchased in Akihabara, but I went to a couple other places. I'm going to split this into two groups, just so I guess whatever interests you. The first one's going to be Gundam related, the second one's going to be everything else. So go ahead and get started. First thing I got was a cup that's supposed to look like a thruster from the Gundam Cafe. Just making sure everything focuses. It's pretty cool. They actually had one that was metal, but it was like $70, which seems really crazy. But this one was really nice. I haven't washed it yet. I literally just got back yesterday. I also have these 1/100 scale figures. I have a hanger for Unicorn, and I got another hanger. So I wanted to be able to get some of these guys to use them to add some dynamic to my build. As you can see, it was only for yen. I guess for simplicity's sake, just think of it as pennies for the U.S. So $3.50, which is a really good deal. Things are really cheap there, of course, because I don't have to worry about shipping. I've had these on my Amazon wishlist forever. I decided to finally get them, just because I was already there. These are the MS Builder wings. I wanted these for a while. I thought they would look really cool on a Delta to give it extra wings, maybe give it a little more dynamic. I always felt the Delta's backpack was a little lacking. So I thought if I could do both sets. It's not my next build, but it is one of my future builds. I think I'm going to do it for a GWBC the first time I try. Now, this box looks damaged, but this is actually new. It just, the airport wasn't very kind to it. But it's the MSG Cannon by Kotobukiya. Try and angle that so the glare gets reduced for you guys. I was really excited about this. I think it's a really cool looking gun. There's a lot of options to use it for. I was also going to use this with my Delta to try and add a bigger than his normal standard beam rifle. A lot of opportunities here. Again, 1120 is pretty cheap, especially compared to shipping it to the US. This one I'm pretty excited about. So another MSG box. I'm sure you guys have seen this before by Kotobukiya. This has a lot of options. You can transform this into a lot of different things. I'm going to do unboxings for this and snap reviews. I just have to actually, I just landed literally 12 hours ago. As you can see on the back, you can combine it and make some pretty cool stuff. I do want you to pay attention to this mode, especially the arms, because it's technically what I'm getting it for, and I'll show you right now. Now, I have two sets of these. They're, due to trying to get everything in my suitcase, they're both shoved in this one box, but it's these big claw hands. I think they're really cool. I think they're really unique. I got two sets, and as you can see, now you know why I bought the other part. I'm going to make these big beast arms for some kit. I haven't decided what kit yet, though. I'm not even sure if I have a kit that would really mesh with super well right now. But I'm still going to get them and put them together. And I'm going to do this so I can actually show you what they look like in person instead of just box art. Bear with me. It's I got a lot of stuff. So this is one of the things I was really excited about. This is the Thunderbolt armor hanger. I guess I can put it like that so you can see. I got this for $35, which is really, really cheap. It comes with the two bazookas that can fold. It comes with two different types of rifles, a short and a long rifle, and it comes with a hanger for all the Thunderbolt stuff. Now, just so you know, I already have Thunderbolt. I got him for $11 on Amazon due to an error. He's already snapped, so I'm planning on building the hanger and putting him in there. So I thought this was a really good steal, since this is kind of hard to get in the US. I got the Merida Cruz figure. There's two of these, technically. There's also one where she's sitting down, but I found this in a used shop, and I think it was like $12, so I really couldn't say no to it. I do have a couple other Gundam figures. I thought it would be a nice collection, something I didn't actually have to build. I could just get and pose. She's one of my favorite Gundam characters. I thought she was a really strong, stable protagonist compared to most of Gundam's characters. These, I guess we'll switch over to something cutesy. So, Gundam wing keychains. I thought this might be something cute to just kind of hang up in a row. I got 4 of them We were actually aiming for Duo. He was the 4th one we got. But I got these other ones. So I'm not going to complain. Hero, Trays, and Zex, and then Duo from Gundam Wing franchise. Japan is huge on keychains. Like, they have like thousands of keychains. This one's not going to be quite as interesting, I guess. Maybe for some of you. If you do like to paint your models, you know that Gaia can be kind of expensive to get to the US. These are $2 or $3 a bottle. That's a steal. You normally have to pay double to get that in the US. This is for my unicorn build. My white. I'm sorry, this is actually my gray. My white, my off-white, and my blue. So as you can see, I'm going for a... I don't know if the camera really is going to do it justice. These are different colors. But my goal is to have a real grade style master grade unicorn. I'm going to have a lot of color separation, but it's going to be very subtle, so I think it'll still have that strong all-white unicorn appeal. And I have duplicates for the bulk of the white. These guys I think are really cool. F91 is one of my favorite Gundams, and I was fortunate enough to get him right off the bat. He looks pretty cool. He's rather sturdy. He doesn't really move much, just his arms. But I like him. I think it's just something cute that'll go in my display case. Also in the same line, I have the Delta Gundam. Delta Plus is by far one of my favorite Gundams. I love the design. I'm not a huge fan of the all gold, but they did not have a normal Delta Plus. So I settled for Delta Gundam. He's still really cool, though. I'm pretty fond of him. Oh, he fell over. It's not a review unless something falls apart, right? This I actually didn't know I got until I was opening it because it said F91 on the packaging, but it is not. It is the long-range booster for Barbados. Again, this is that mini scale. Here, I'll show you. I don't have the Barbados, unfortunately, but I do have a Wing Gundam I also won. But it's that scale, and he can actually open up and fit around the Barbados. So I might get him on eBay or something just so I can combine them. I actually built this kit and modeled it with the grays. It goes with the gray set, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with. So I thought it was kind of cool I got this since I already built it. Wing Gundam. Wing's one of my favorite Gundam designs. I always thought it was really iconic. I'm a big fan of the huge intakes on the chest, and I like how much the chest sticks out. I think that's always something really unique that Wing did. I know it wasn't the absolute greatest show, but it's one of my favorites, and I love the design. These are blind boxes, by the way. You don't know what you get. You just put in $3 and you get a Gundam. I also have 00. It doesn't come with the riser set. That was a separate $3. But I was trying to limit how much I spent on these little guys because I was worried I was going to get a bunch of duplicates. So this is a Gundam pin from the Gundam Cafe. Just a cutesy little pin. I thought it was nice. Slap on a book bag or something. Also from the Gundam Cafe, we have a Origin Char coaster, which apparently is the rare one. They're actually really, really thin. It's pretty much just cardboard. But I thought it was something still worth showing. Let's go with the HIQ parts next. So for my unicorn build, I wanted to use some HIQ parts. These are basically metal parts. I know they're in bags, so there's going to be some glare. I apologize. But I have big thrusters, medium thrusters. If you look right here, you can actually see what's here. I'll show one at a time. So big thrusters right there. Medium thrusters. These are these rivets, but they're really tiny. These would go like on the knees and stuff, on the sides of the knee. And then these are the same rivets, but they're even tinier. Granted, it's going to be very small and hard to notice, but they're really cool, and they were pretty cheap. I think the most expensive one was $6. The rest of them are like $3 or $4 on the packaging. So I was happy with those. Also got some MSG stuff for some more minor modifications. Pistons, because you can always have them. These are just like little thruster boxes, which I thought would be cool to add some detail on kits. Armor plating boxes, which, you know, you just pretty much put anywhere on a kit. And I thought these were really cool. I actually never noticed I've never seen these before, but they're like suspension shocks and these little pistons that are already done. I thought they would be pretty neat, especially these suspension shocks. I was trying to think on how I could use them on the back leg of the Delta to kind of match his front. So we'll see how those go. I haven't even opened them yet. We'll move on to decals. I got Unicorn Multiverse decals. These are all Bandai official, by the way. No third party here, which I like because third party decals are very, very Russian roulette. You kind of never know what you're going to get. Wing Gundam Proto Zero decals. I guess, surprise, another kit I'm going to work on. And I actually got duplicates of these because I use them so much. They're HIQ 1100 decals, but you can use them on high grades too because as you can see, they're super small up here. These are like the best generic warning decals you can possibly get. And they're in red, which is what I use the most. So I already had some orange ones and some white ones. Last but not least, I had got 3 Gundam shirts, which of course I didn't actually, fold up correctly to show you guys. So the first one, as I smack the mic, sorry. The first one is this Zaku shirt that I thought was pretty cool. It says Gundam Rising, Mobile Suit Gundam, and it's got these Zakus on a black shirt. I thought it was a nice little artistic touch. I like artistic, kind of low-key nerd shirts. The next one is going to be a lot harder to show you because it's very spread out. But on the front, by the collar, it has all of the new Gundam symbols. Lando Bell, Anaheim Electronics, Amurose A, RX-93, EFSF. On the back, it's just got giant asymmetrical funnels, which I thought was really cool. Like I said, I like that artistic stuff. So pretty subtle. Gundam fans will notice. Other people will just think it's an artsy shirt. The last one was a t-shirt from Gundam Cafe, which is kind of cutesy, but I wanted to get some stuff that was unique that I could only get in Japan. So I got a lot of Gundam Cafe stuff, I guess. So it's just all the original Gundam suits wearing little aprons. And that's it for Gundam stuff. So, part 2 is one of pretty much all of this stuff is from a specific series. So I'll start with the oddball stuff first. This is just says Tokyo Disney. I just wanted something from Tokyo Disney, and I thought that was kind of cool, kind of subtle. By the way, Tokyo Disney, we went to Tokyo Disney Sea, and that place was amazing. Really recommend it. For Tokyo Tower, I got a little One Piece keychain, which I was going to put on my book bag, because I'm a huge fan of One Piece, and Tokyo Tower is actually one of the most surprising things. I wasn't really expecting a lot, but the view is insane. Like, you got to do it. I know it's a little pricey, but you get to see the entire Tokyo metropolis. It's just amazing. I can't support it enough. Oh, I got one more Gundam thing, I guess. I got another Gundam pen from the Gundam Cafe. It's kind of hard to see, but it's just a side shot of the Gundam's head with a green hexagon that says Gundam Cafe. The rest of my stuff is from one of my favorite video game series. If you like RPGs, I strongly recommend them. They're called the Tales of series. So another little keychain, Luger and L from Tales of Vesperia 2. Amazing 2 games. If you have a PS3, you can play them. All the rest of it's from my favorite Tales game, which is Vesperia. You can only get it for the Xbox 360 in America. You can get it for PS3 with a bunch of extra DLC stuff, but it's all in Japan. And people have been begging for them to do like a HD release of everything. I don't think they're going to do it because of voice actors they use for Vesperia, or people like Troy Baker, who are very expensive now, and he wasn't quite back then. But these are 2 pins, 2 of the girls from Vesperia. I got a ton of figures. I guess we'll start with the small line first. We got Jude from Zillia, Mila from Zillia, and Flynn from Vesperia. I forgot that for a second. Forgot his name. I'm making a shelf of just all tail stuff. So they're going to go on that shelf. Moving up to a different scale, different style. I have a little Raven who's sleepy. He's from Tales of Vesperia. All the rest of this is from Tales of Vesperia. So we'll just say that. Rita, the mage. Moving up in scale again, we have Rapide, who is a dog smoking a pipe, who uses a dagger as a weapon. One of the most unique characters you can play as in Tales. He does not talk. He's kind of like the Scooby-Doo, but not talking. We have Estelle. Now, these are from Kotobukiya. It's a line called One Coin, and they're actually really rare and very expensive and hard to get now. So finding these in Japan, these things were like $8 to $10, but if you go online, they're like $40 each. Like, just flat out 40 bucks. Some of them are way more than that. So I was really, really surprised when I saw them, and I bought them right away. The Rapide, yeah, they were. This one we actually knew what was in it. The other ones were blind, but this one was already opened. The other ones weren't. This is Carol again from Vesperia. My main man, Yuri, from Vesperia, who I just knocked his sword down trying to show you. So those are, and as you can see, they're pretty small. They're like, I don't know, 3 inches maybe. So we're going to move up to a little bit bigger. We're going to go up to the fancy ones. So this is Raven from Vesperia. As you can see, this is a much bigger statue. These are a little bit more money, but again, they're really hard to find. The series, you know, hasn't been out for a decade, so it's pretty tricky to find a lot of stuff for Vesperia. That's why I got so much. You really can't get it in America, and if you get it on eBay, you're going to pay double or triple. So these are really high quality statues too. I also got the Rita from that line. Rita was my favorite character. She's kind of like a spunky, sassy mage. But as you can see, she's got a really pretty ribbon and a lot of effort into her character design. Make her look like a very busy person lost in thought. And the last one is the Yuri figure. This is actually a different company that made it, but it was only 25 bucks, so I really couldn't say no. The quality is still really good. The normal Yuri figure goes for like $180, so yeah, I didn't even see him. So that's all the stuff that I got from my Tokyo trip. My next videos, I'm going to be trying to work on a master grade unicorn. So I'm going to try and do some more videos where I actually show you what I do, how I do it, and what my kits look like. I know so far it's just all been reviews, so I hope you guys enjoy. And